Your budget is going to be the most important factor in you purchasing a family compound without a bank successfully, because you don't have the bank process involved, which would normally do a check and balance of your debt in relation to your income and all of the things. You are going to have to be the person that decides, okay, what do I have coming in? What do I have coming out, going out? And how much can I really afford? And that is going to dictate how we structure whatever offer you make on a family compound without a bank. So let's get into it. The only way that this is going to work is if you are honest with yourself about your money. Okay. So this is a 90-day process, and I want you to sit with it, because getting this right is imperative to you being successful in keeping that family compound that we're getting ready to go buy. So, what we're going to do is input all of your income over the course of the next 90 days. So if you are a W-2 employee, you're going to input the number that's on your check, what gets deposited. Don't get that gross and put it in here. I want you to look at your paycheck after they've taken everything out, and that's what you input into this field, okay? So we're going to pretend that I am self-employed and I make $5,000 a month, okay? And that I have a side hustle where I do DoorDash, and I make, another $500 a month from that. And then I can come down to this add income source button and add a row. And then I'm going to say, I teach Zumba or whatever. Okay. And I make another $300 from that. So my total income for the month is $5,800, right? I don't know that until I have gone through all of those 30 days and I look back at my bank statements to see what came in, right? If you got child support, whatever the case, add a different income source and put that in there. Only add income that you know that you're going to be keeping around. If it's something you're doing temporarily, that's not what you're supposed to be putting on this budget. Next, you're going to go down to the household expenses. Now, put your current rent, lease, or mortgage payment, if you're a homeowner already, in this field. So let's just say my current rent is $1,500. Let's say my homeowner's insurance, or my renter's insurance rather, is $100 a month. My utility bill, electricity, is $150. The water bill is $60. I don't have any gas, heat, and the automobile my gas that I put in my automobile turned out to be about $100 a week because I have a long commute, or I do a lot of driving. So that's $400. Grocery store, food, and toiletries. Let's talk about this. This is the, dishwashing detergent, paper towels, your body wash, your, chicken, eggs, milk, cereal, coffee, all the stuff that you buy when you're at the grocery store. Put it all in this one category. So let's say that's $700 a month. Then this next category is when you eat out. So this is your Starbucks, this is your Chick-fil-A, this is all of that stuff. This is about, look at your DoorDash, friends. This is about to get very telling. Let's say $500 a month. Cable, internet, we're going to say 2,000. Cell phone, 200. Trash pickup, you may not have to worry about that. Childcare, daycare, you may not have to worry about that. Let's say pet food, you spend $100 a month on. Car insurance, you're spending, $70 a month on. You go get your hair and your nails done, so let's call that $300. Or guys, if you're getting your beard trimmed, whatever it is that goes in personal grooming, okay? Gym membership, $80 a month. And then let's be real about these streaming and subscription things that we've got going on, including what you've got going on with the family compound mentorship. You need to delineate all of that into this one field, okay? So you put that in there, and maybe it's $400 a month. And then savings is an expense, folks. If you don't count your savings as an expense, you won't save. So what are you saving? Okay, if it's $20 a month, put $20 a month. So now it's telling me that my total expenses are $4,780. Now I can add an expense category if these categories don't suffice. So feel free to click the add expense button, and then, it'll take care of it that way. Now, come down to the bottom, because this is where it's all about. Monthly cash left over after 90 days. If I'm making $5,800 a month and I've got a total expense picture of $4,780, that means I should have $1,000 or a little bit over $1,000 cash money staring at me in my account. If not, then I'm not being completely honest about my expenses. Okay. If you do this and you're like, wait a minute, this says I should have $1,000 left over, but you don't, that means you forgot something. You forgot bank fees, overdraft charges, right? You got to go look back at that bank statement or whatever account that you draft out of a lot. You need to be able to look at that line by line and figure out where all of your money is going, right? So let's just say you got hit with $150 worth of bank fees. Oh, well, that's why you don't have the $1,000, right? And maybe you forgot something else. Maybe you bought some gifts or whatever. You went out to eat, or I'm sorry, you went to a birthday party and you bought some gifts for a baby shower or whatever, and you spent a couple of $100s on that. See what I'm saying? So go back if you aren't sure that this is right. It's because something happened in your expenses that wasn't accurate, and or something happened with your income. Don't just put a number in. Look at how much money came into your account. Okay? That's very important. And you have to do this for 90 days. All right? I'll see y'all on the inside. Peace.